What's up, everybody? We're back at it. One more time tonight. Didn't take long, obviously. Hey, Andrew. Get some gloves, and we'll be basically ready to rock and roll here. I show 9:30, so let's get this party started. All right, so here is the owner list for tonight. I think the only person I'm missing payments from is Danny. But I'm sure he'll get with me. I think he works evenings, so I think it might make it a little bit challenging for him. But otherwise, we're ready to go. So, good luck to everybody. I would call the first break good. We had, 2 golds, the Zilich auto. I would call it good. I don't know. I mean, the Zilich auto is going to make it be a good break because of what it is. And then, of course, having a couple of golds helps. I don't know if I'd go so far as to say it was great, but it was good. So, good luck to everybody. As I explained in the first break, we're going to move a little bit quicker as we go. Now that we've seen some boxes and kind of know what to expect and how they open and all that jazz, we'll move a little quicker. I mean, I'm still not going to go at breakneck speed. But also not going to call out all the base cards like we did at the beginning either. So, red and blue, Chase Briscoe. Filler. Spellbound, Dale Jr. And if you're here watching, you probably experienced the 10 technological mess that I had on my hands with Facebook. I don't think it was Facebook's fault. I don't know. I think it just might have been my internet. I don't know. But I clearly had an issue being able to see all the comments. And once I was able to get everything refreshed to the point that I could see everything, I realized, man, I'm in a hole I'm never going to dig out of. So I just stopped and deleted the list that was about half right and half wrong and started over, regroup. It took a little bit, but we got it. Unleashed Justin Allgaier. So, we almost broke the internet. Or at least we almost broke Facebook. One of the two. Got a purple Jeff Gordon. 7 out of 99. First time watching Donnie live tonight. Okay, cool. Ooh. Turn of the century. 1 out of 10. Gold Ice. Terry Labonte. That is nice. I wasn't as big of a fan as the base Turn of the Century, but man, that is nasty looking. That Gold Ice. Shoo. All right. That doesn't suck. That's going to go to Billy Joe Garcia. Yeah, that is nasty. Really, really nice. Congrats, Billy Joe. Yeah. That really looks good. I mean, I'm not trying to take away anything from the silvers or the base versions, but man, that gold just pops. Spellbound Dale Jr. Brett Holmes, red and blue. Raja Caruth. And then we got a Race Kings, Tyler Reddick, 164 out of 199. Reddick goes to Bobby Cool. Yeah, for sure. I don't know that the camera does it justice on that Labonte. It's nice. It looks really good. Creed, Bowman, red and blue, Josh Berry. Season highlights, Justin Allgaier. Ankrum, Briscoe. Virgin Holmes. Optic Hollow, Brandon Jones. I was looking on eBay earlier. I saw a Optic Hollow Connor Zilic sold for like $40 the other day. Race King C. Bell. Just the hollow. Red and blue Austin Beers. And then there was a green Optic to 99 that sold for like $70 or $80, which is just wild to me. It's wild to me that some of these rookie autos of these guys, just like SVG last year, that their autos sell for so much, and then you've got guys like Terry Labonte, Jimmy Johnson, Joey Logano that just don't sell for nothing close to that. Like, I think part of it is because in other sports we're programmed to put so much emphasis on rookie stuff. Yeah, base optic hollow was like $40. Look it up. It was like 2 or 3 days ago. Somebody must have sold one from first off the line. You know, one of those boxes. Matty D. Ryan Blaney season highlights. Yeah, I don't hate seeing the prices up. I just would like to see the prices go up for some of the guys. Like Jimmy Johnson is the one I'll always come back to. Why Jimmy Johnson isn't worth more, I'll never probably get. Or any multi-champion for that matter. Joey Logano, same thing. Bill Elliott. Dale Jr. I did look at the Spellbounds from the last break, and we didn't complete any of the sets, but the people that had those drivers that have Spellbounds are halfway or more on any of those drivers. So they've got a really big head start already. Obviously, Earnhardt's a much longer name, too. 104/199, Christian Rose. Going to go to Storm Ghost in the unlisted spot. Yeah, Joey's autos are super cheap. I mean, I think the same thing about Denny Hamlin, too. You know, you got a guy that's got 50-plus wins. Zilich Spellbound. So, you know. Yeah, for sure. The different picture on each Spellbound helps. And I was also told, I also heard from Misha that if you're doing a Spellbound, this isn't a good example, but you see how Zilich has 2 eyes? Earnhardt has 2 A's. If you're trying to figure out if you have the correct letters, you need to go by the card number on the back, because each one has a different card number. So for anybody that's doing those sets that might get to that point and wonder, do I have the right ones or do you reuse? No, they each have their own specific card number on the back. Brett Holmes, red velocity /199. Goes to Storm Ghost. Then we're going to start out BJ McLeod, 49/99, burning rubber. Also going to Storm Ghost. Larson. Yeah, we only had 1 tire. Out of all the relics this afternoon, we only had 1 tire. A lot of sheet metal. Race Kings Ross Chastain. Blaney. Ben Rhodes. Jeb Burton. John Hunter, red and blue. Optic Hollow, Shane Van Gisbergen. Yeah, for sure. And since they did away with Gordon Spellbound, since they not did away, but so far, you know, doesn't seem like it's just piles of tire relics. Now, retail might be a different story, you know. I did hear that the manufactured relics are called souvenir swatches. And on the back of the card, it will say it's a souvenir swatch. So you'll know. But I guess the ones that are manufactured or whatever are called souvenir swatches. Brent Cruz, red, rated rookie to $2.99. Going to Chris Bonnet. Ooh, that's nice. Spellbound. 6 out of 99 with the explosive letter E. A lot of these inserts from Donruss, the inserts look okay as base, but then when you get into the parallel versions of these inserts, they really start looking nice. We noticed that with Unleashed. Hopefully we'll pull another one or two. But same thing with the Spellbound. Compared to the base version, these just look so nice. Here. I guess we're just upside down all the way. Red and blue, Sammy Smith. Sam Mayer. Pedal to the metal, sheet metal, Ty Dillon. Might be one of the hottest guys in NASCAR right now, I know. At least as far as one-liners go the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. 55 of 99, Ty Dillon going to Michael Clay. He has certainly kind of resurrected himself a bit, which I think's cool. Coming attractions, Lane Riggs. Oh yeah, I'm rooting for Ty Dillon at this point. I want him to win. I think a lot of people are pulling for him now. Red and blue, Tyler Ankrum. And then we got a black optic Nick Sanchez. 38 of 39. Going to Johnny Hinton. That's sharp. And then Unleashed, Martin Truex Jr. in the back of that one. All right. Number 2. The empty. All right. Caden, Luke, Austin, Christian Rose, Sam Mayer, Unleashed Bubba, Frankie Muniz, red and blue, and Caden Honeycutt, rated rookie optic hollow. Brandon. Brandon, for the longest time, Adam Green would show up in a break, and Adam would comment Evernham 20 or something like that from the mail sale, because he's always collected those guys, Evernham and who else? There was another another crew chief I think he was collecting. Evernham was always the one he'd comment. He hasn't done that for a while, so you've kind of taken over his role. Ben Rhodes to 299, going to Paul. Code card, Christian Rose. Oh, there we go. That's what I was talking about. Unleashed, Martin Truex Jr. Explosive, or Explosion. I don't know what they call that exactly. I guess I'll have to get the correct name down. 38 and 99, but man, that just looks so good. Truex going to Nate. Swap Junior out for a bit. Canals. Yeah, there you go. You guys know. Chad Canals was the other one that he was always. Evernham and Chad Canals. See, you guys know Adam. Pedal to the metal, Martin Truex Jr. Sheet metal. Going to Nate. And then Earnhardt Spellbound with a T. No, they don't flake off like last year's, but they certainly don't have as clean of an edge as you want them to have still. But they certainly are much better, as far as a finish. Connor Zilic, Black Optic, rated rookie, 33 of 39. Going to Andrew Abbott. That's nice. That's a pretty big Connor, considering, like I said, that a hollow optic sold just a couple days ago for like $40. Yeah, that's nice. Race Kings Larson. I should use this time to remind everybody, when claiming for breaks, when you're claiming a spot, it's got to be the first and last name, and within reason. Spelling doesn't count within reason. If you're off by a letter or maybe even two, but if a first name or a last name doesn't even resemble it really, or you're missing half the letters or something, then I have to pass over. And this is not because of one person. Over the last two breaks, I've had a couple of different instances pop up that I've had to deal with. And so, I don't want to have to figure it out or make decisions, but, within reason. And the reason I say within reason is because if I don't make it within reason, as far as the first and last names and the spelling and all that, if I don't make it within reason, then what we're going to have is like for example, if somebody really wanted Tyler Ankrum, they could just put like Ty Ank and then come back later and fix it. Well, that's not fair because, now they're just shortcutting the system basically, right? So, like I said, within reason, spelling doesn't matter. We're not trying to do a spelling bee, but but at the same time, you gotta be pretty close at least. So, like I said, this is not directed at any one person, because there's been kind of like, I can think of like 3 or 4 different things over the last 2 breaks where people were really upset with me. And I really don't want upset people. That's not good for me. It's not good for the, for the hobby. It's just not what we want. But at the same time, it just is what it is. So, all I'll say is just try to have a little, patience with me, or put yourself in my shoes for that moment, and know it's not fun to deal with that stuff. So, 91 and 99 purple Kyle Busch. So I don't make decisions to upset anybody or to single anybody out. I just try to do right. You know what I mean? And sometimes doing right ends up with people that are unhappy with me, and I don't like that, but it is what it is sometimes. Coming Attractions, Christian Eckes. Like I said, it's a hobby. I want everybody to have fun. I want everybody to have fun. Red and blue, Jeff Gordon. Red optic, Connor Mozak. That's going to go to Nick Cusack. $5101.99. Scott Dixon can type Scott Dixon faster than I bet you're right. Burning Rubber, Brandon Jones. And this one, check this out. I think this is going to Scott, right? Yeah, check this out, Scott. You can see the line over here if I put it on the light right there. But this relic is protruding out of this card a lot. You can see a line going that way. I bet if I hold it just right. But you can definitely see on the back the whole square back there. I mean, the relic that they stuck in here is really chunky. Yeah, right when we're talking about no tire relics, and then boom. Chunky monkey, though. Petty Spellbound. Cruz. This is the whole rookie pack. We've been seeing this. Frankie Muniz. Red Blue Allgaier. Season highlights. Carson Hocevar. Too thick, that's what she said. Oh, gosh. I might have spoke too soon about all the tire relics. Burning Rubber, Justin Allgaier. Going to Nathan Burris. Because now we've seen 3 tire relics. Which is interesting. Because we're only in box 2. And we've already got 5 relics. So that tells me we got an extra relic potentially. Hopefully that wasn't an auto that were skipped over. Red and blue Honeycutt. Connor Daly. Red and blue, Austin Dillon. William Sawalich. And a Race Kings. 69 out of 199, Martin Truex Jr. Going to Nate. Chris Bonnet asked, does the souvenir swatches in retail make people not want to buy it? I think it will. I don't think it'll make everybody not buy it, but I think it will slow interest tremendously, and I don't think it's going to depend on the price. Like I said, for $20, it's probably a decent buy. If it's more than $20, I don't know. William Byron, 36 of 199, goes to Will Black, like the Race Kings. Yeah, the Race Kings. I'm having a moment with the Race Kings design so far. Byron to Will Black. I just don't know. Like, I like it 1 minute and I don't like it the next minute. There we go. Dialed in, Chris Buescher. 14 of 49. We'll take that. Man, that is nice. Chris Buescher going to David Brinkman. That's really good looking. Really, really nice auto. I like that a lot. Good design there. We're going to move the Connor. Yeah, that's fantastic looking. And then we got a Denny Unleashed. It's hard to complain about having more tire relics in this break when I think the autos, aside, like I said, Connor Zilic is always going to be what Zilic is, but aside from him, I think the autos have been better so far in this break. We got a 19 of 98 black border Riley Herbst going out to Candace. And right behind that one, we got a green optic Jimmy Johnson, which will go to Dale. Green Velocity, 39 of 99. Spellbound E for Dale Jr. Christopher Bell, red and blue. Filler. And Race Kings, Jeff Gordon. I threw that in there. I shouldn't have. There we go. Fixed it. We got another green, I think, inbound. Ty Dillon. Red and blue Truex. Yeah. Green optic Noah Gragson. That's nice looking, too. Going to Micah. $63 out of 99. Elliott Spellbound. See, I don't mind the base design too much as far as just like the regular paper base. These, I don't mind this, but you guys know I'm a plain. I like plain kind of. Maybe they could have done something else on these with, like, have Donruss logo here and maybe have like the team logo or their car number or something, just to add a little something something. Red and blue, Eric Jones. Clements. Race Kings, C. Bell. Oh, yeah, insert. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, the inserts they're okay. Yeah, exactly. They're okay. But then as soon as, like I said, as soon as you get into the parallels, it's like, dang, they look really good. This should be a hollow. Yeah, Suarez hollow. And as you can see, you're not getting a ton of optic hollows. Let me see. Unleashed Dale Jr. We've opened 2 boxes. We're at the end of box 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We've gotten 6 silver or optic hollows. So 3 per box. That's going to be a tougher set for somebody to build at 3 per box. And I think it's a 100 card set, so. Empty box. It's not what you. That is not the. That is not the song that you wanted to have sung to you tonight. Can you do one of the custom breaks? Can you do one of the custom breaks where we pick 4 numbers? You mean the pull box? Or the pull box with custom cards? Is that what you're asking for? Red and blue, Tyler Ankrum. Race Kings, Bubba Wallace, 191 of 199. Total Optics. I don't know. Since we're starting a new box, I'll start counting on this one. And we'll see, Scott. Bubba goes to Paul Wolf. I didn't skip over any optics in that pack so far. There's the Zilich. So I'll count them for this box and see. With the customs. Okay, yeah, Braxton, we can do that. We can do that one night after a break. Easy. Zilich, Zane Smith. Parker Retzlaff, 85 out of 199, blue. Going to Danny. Yeah, we'll see. Kenseth. Race Kings Bubba. I think we're getting... I think the regular optics, I think you're getting about 1 per pack. I think you get about 16 of them, but I could be wrong. Sam Mayer, Logano, Davey Allison, Carl Edwards, red and blue, Jeremy Clements, red optic. Going to Micah. 75 out of 199. Let me get another pack of penny sleeves out. I appreciate that, Braxton. Did you get your Cars one? Did it come yet? Yeah, Scott, I agree 1,000%. And here's the other thing I would say. Scott just said he always thought custom cards would be great for in-person autographs. 1,000% agree. And I'll take you a step further. Connor Zilic, season highlights. If somebody asks me to make a custom and I know that if I know your intent is to get it signed, I will design it to try to leave a spot for the signature specifically. You know what I mean? Like, instead of having the color blast dead center of the card, I will design it maybe offset just slightly one way or the other, and leave some room for an auto. Oh, you're on shift. Okay. Red and blue, Brett Holmes. Alan Kowicki optic. Unleashed Bowman. The Kaylee one is spicy. That's for sure. I've got a Caitlin Clark like that, too, that somebody asked me to make. Yeah. 193 at 299, red, Chase Elliott. Going to Braxton. And Optic Hollow, Kyle Petty. Yeah, just let me know, Scott. Race Kings Truex. Obviously the design that I use for the race winners, there's just two of those made, but I can always do a little different design for a specific race win or whatever. But yeah, for Jones specifically, it'll be easy because he's Xfinity, not Cup. Connor Zilic, Spellbound. And red-blue, Luke Fenhouse. Might need Sophie. Yeah, we could make Sophie. Reese and Clark. I'm not sure. I think spell check got you, Braxton. I'm not sure what you were looking for there in that last part of that. Butterbean Queen. Frankie Muniz. Caden. Luke. Chase Briscoe, red and blue. Chase Elliott, Optic Hollow. Chase Elliott, Spellbound. Yeah, I don't know some of these guys. You know what I learned, though, is there's been years past where I didn't know who somebody was. And then I start trying to figure it out because I get curious or I start paying attention to the full lineup of, especially ARCA. I'll start really paying attention. So it's kind of like for me playing fantasy football, paying attention to players that I've never heard of or don't follow, and then all of a sudden I'm watching them. Sammy Smith, red and blue. Sheldon Creed. Ooh, that's nice. Parker Chase. This is the Signature Series out of 49. Parker Chase is an unlisted driver, and we'll go to Storm Ghost. Boy, that's nice, though. Nice hit, Storm Ghost. Larson Spellbound. Larson and Jimmy. Red and blue, Sheldon Creed. Chase Briscoe. Jeff Gordon, Spellbound. Yeah, I don't know if I can tell the difference between explosive, or explosion, or whatever, and fireworks. They all look pretty similar. Red and blue, John Hunter. I guess it's going to be a matter of what are they serial numbered to. Purple Velocity, Tyler Reddick. Goes to Bobby Cool. /59. Then we got Zillich, Coming Attractions. Jeremy Clements, blue, 163/199. Who's got Clements? Micah Robinson. Kurt Busch Optic. And 7/99, Race Kings, William Byron. Going to Will Black. That's sharp. The more I think about it, the more I kind of like the fact that the base versions are sort of and that the parallels really pop. You know what I mean? Because I kind of like that, actually, the more I think about it. Red and blue, Carson Quapple. William Byron. Then we got Pedal to the Metal, Sammy Smith. 58/99. Going to Candace. Spellbound Jr. Red and blue, Kulwicki. My goal is to get all these from today shipped tomorrow. Optic red, Zane Smith for Johnny Hinton. I know that sounds like probably a lofty task, but it's really not that many people I got to ship to, because remember, shipping's included if you hit an auto or a relic in these, and we're gonna stick with that for a little while until things kind of chill out a little bit. So, like, I think I've got, I don't know, 13 or 14 people from that first break to ship to. You always have one or two that overlap, maybe, but red and blue, Nick Sanchez. Yes, I am very thankful for less sorting. Optic Hollow, Lawless Allen. I think this is a really comfortable amount of cards. I think for you guys that like to buy boxes and open them, if you haven't opened any of these yet, I think when you open your first one and then start thinking about previous Donruss boxes, you're going to be like, yeah, this is... They did a really good job, I think. Panini did. Yeah, if you only want one of each, that's fine, Braxton. That's no problem. It just, what it does is it saves space and shipping for you. Mostly, you know what I mean? William Byron, 199 to 299. People don't realize how much base cards can add up, but like I said, I think this is the right amount of cards. Unleashed Joey Logano. Like, each box doesn't seem like it goes on and on and on like it had in the past. Apparently, Justin Haley. Nick Sanchez. Red Optic Velocity. It goes to Johnny. 182 of 199. Yeah, for sure, Braxton. Actually, what I've been doing is I've been stockpiling for Halloween. 33 of 49, pedal to the metal, Brandon Jones. I thought of it last minute last year at Halloween to pass out packs to kids, and the kids absolutely loved it. And so I started way earlier this year. Brandon Jones going to Scott with some sheet metal. And so that's what I'm going to do. Oh, hang on just a sec. Before we open that next box, let me set these base off to the side, and I'll tell you how many optics we had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I bet we had probably 3 silvers, so you're probably getting about 12 total optics. 9 base. Yeah, you guys should. I'm telling you, it went over really, really good for Halloween for Trick or Treat. I mean, we still passed out candy too, but my daughter had a whole box. You know, I had them all team bagged up. And as kids came up, she would just say, "Would you like a pack of cards?" And especially, you know, a lot of the boys especially got really into it. I think they'll love it even more this year because I do have some. I don't have a ton of other sports base cards to pass out. So I guess if anybody has extra base cards of, you know, like baseball, basketball, football, that you want to donate, you're welcome to do so. If you don't want to mess with it. But I do have some, and I've mixed them up. The packs that I've already made up, I've got them mixed so there's, like, every pack has at least 3 different sports in it, including racing. But, yeah, I would encourage people to, if you have trick-or-treaters, consider doing it. All it's going to cost you really is a couple packs of team bags and some time, because you're going to spend some time sitting sorting them out. But I put about 15 or so cards in a pack, and like I said, they really ate it up. Now, where we live, we get between 600 and 800 trick-or-treaters. So, you know, if you're in an area that's not as busy, you might not need as many. I think I probably passed out 100 packs last year, and I'm going to try to aim to have about 400 this year. Red and blue Parker Wrestler, because not every kid wanted them. William Sawalich and Richard Petty Spellbound with the P. The same thing, like I was saying. His 2 T's, the 2 T's will be 2 different cards. Different picture, different card number on the back. Red and blue Chase Elliott. Jones, Unleashed Richard Petty. Red and blue DW. Dale Jr., letter H this time. When we go to do like a case break or anything more than 5 boxes, I'll probably open these packs like 8 packs at a time. Like I'll rip through them all, boom, and then we'll kind of fly through them. But especially for opening night and considering we're only doing 5 boxes, I prefer going pack by pack if I can. Danny, I got a payment from Candace. And if she was paying for you and her, I think she was off. Oh, that doesn't go in the top. That goes in penny sleeve. I think she was off slightly. We can figure it out when we're done. I think maybe her math was just wrong, but we'll figure it out. It's no big deal. Either her math was wrong or my math was wrong, and it could very well be either one. So, but I did receive payment from Candace, and that's why I marked her off. So, we'll figure it out. Red and blue, Anthony Alfredo. Spellbound Larson. And Luke Fenhouse. Red and blue, Denny. Yeah, we'll get it. It's no big deal. I figured you were working because I was thinking you work. Don't you still work evenings? Sammy Smith, or at least you used to. I thought Ross Chastain, Race Kings. So I just figured you were at work. Briscoe, Carl Edwards. Not anymore. Oh, good. Good for you. 69/99. Willie B. Purple. Goes to Will Black. We've seen a fair amount of William Byron tonight in this second break. Connor Daly. And another nice Spellbound Junior. 14/99, the letter N, going to Zach Brenner. Now I got to look and see what the other one was real quick because I'm curious. So that was the N out of 99. And yeah. And we also got E out of 99. Like, that'll be a cool set. Zach's on his way with that. And certainly, I don't think it shouldn't be too difficult to put that set together. I mean, Earnhardt, obviously, big name. But being out of 99, it's not like those are going to be impossible to find. So... Red and blue, Josh Berry. Hollow Ty Dillon. And Spellbound Petty. Red, Jeff Gordon, 77 out of 299. I gotta ask you guys a question, those of you that are watching. How do you feel about the checklist as far as the pricing and the size of the break? Does the 5 boxes and then the pricing that we have it set at, does that feel like it's jiving pretty well for everybody? Like, it doesn't seem like it's... Does it seem like it's too expensive for a Donruss brake? Does it seem like it's not enough boxes? You know, if you have any feedback as far as that kind of stuff, I'm open to hearing thoughts. Yeah, I mean, the obvious answer is as quickly as it filled both times. I guess that should be all the hint I need, right? I like a cheap 5-boxer. Okay, yeah. Well, that's kind of, that's kind of why we started this. That's originally why I started doing it, because everybody back in the day wanted to do case brakes. Yeah, we might do, like I said, I promised that we would do a case break or two, so we'll do that probably that week after I get back from vacation. Maybe the following Sunday, we'll do a case break after I get back. Zillich. Because I did promise that we would do it. And that may not be a one and done either. It may be more than that. But yeah, we could also do a half case here or there. But the other thing that I was thinking about is this would be a good product that we could throw in. Like if we wanted to just jazz it up a tad, I could do 5 boxes of this or 4 boxes of this with like a box of Select or a box of Prism or something else, as a mixer. Especially when we get the new Select product, it'll be fun to do mixers for 2025 products. So, I just like to know what you guys, you know what I mean? I just like to know where everybody's, kind of at. I want it to always be stuff that you guys... Red and Blue Bubba. Buying into a 5-box brake every day instead of a case brake makes me feel like I'm spending... Well, you should be spending less at that rate. Oh, that's nice. Caden Honeycutt. Rated Rookie Auto. Hollow Optic. That'll work. Going to Riley Roger. That'll work. That's nice. Nice hit, Riley. Unleashed Justin Allgaier. Six hour, yeah. We can do it. We can certainly speed this up too, you know what I mean? And if I do it soon enough, especially if I do it on like a Sunday, if I do it soon enough before school starts where my daughter could come down and help me, I could have her assisting with some stuff and really move things along a little bit. 120 of 199. Spellbound Jeff Gordon. Going to Gavin. David Starr, 96 of 99, purple. We'll go to Storm Ghost. And Spellbound Earnhardt. If every other card wasn't this way, we could break this way faster. They certainly didn't do us any favors in that sense. Red and blue, Ross Chastain. McDowell Optic Hollow. And Justin Allgaier Season Highlights. And that'll do it for box 4. Yeah, there's essentially every box now has 8 less packs. And it used to be 24 and 8. Now it's 16 and 8. So 8 less packs of 8, 64. 64 times 20. I don't know what that is, but that's a lot of cards that we don't have, that we used to have. 1,280, I think. Is that right? 20 times 64, 1,280. Red and blue, Chase Elliott. Optic Hollow, Mikey Waltrip. And Spellbound, Connor Zilic. Math is hard. That must mean I was wrong. 117 of 299. Red SVG. Little color match there for Nick. Tim says it's too late for math. Spellbound Larson S. The big question is SVG going to win this week on an oval? Hollow Optic Austin Cindric. I think you're too far into my day to do math to check if. Fair enough. Josh Williams suited up. Old JW going to Micah. Race Kings Ross Chastain. Back to 30th place. Red and blue, Kyle Weatherman. Spellbound, Gordon. And Caden Honeycutt. Don't slander my king, please. Oh, Lord. Goodness gracious. Red and blue, Kurt Busch. Optic Chase. And then you got the filler. Unleashed Denny Hamlin. I think we've seen 2 of those tonight now. It feels like maybe we need more. Maybe we needed one more insert set of some sort. Red and blue McDowell. Code card. Larson. Red optic velocity. Goes to CW. Junior's not asking him to drive. 3 of 199. We pulled a door number Larson in the first break. Make it to the round of it. I don't think you're crazy necessarily, Scott. Which round is it? The first round that they have a road course race in, or the second? Because that's a key to the whole thing. Which round is the? Because don't they run the Roval? Which round do they do that in? I don't know how the schedule falls. 79 and 99. Purple Brennan Poole. The second round. So he's got to make it through one round without a road course. Poole goes to Storm Ghost. So, yeah, so hear me out, though. I think we still have one more road course on the schedule before the playoffs start, don't we? Don't we have Watkins Glen still? Brendan Butterbean Queen. Optic Hollow rated rookie autograph. Brendan Queen going to Paul Ricciardi. That's nice, Paul. I'm just taking an extra second. It's got one dimple up here. But otherwise, it's got one mark on the back too. I'll leave it up to you if it's something that you want to grade or not. It's probably a 9 best case scenario. But that's sharp. That's your guy. Congrats, Paul. Here, let's put Butterbean up here in place of Busher. We'll change it up. Terry Labonte's going to ride this out to the end, I think, up there. Yeah, so what I'm thinking, though, is if the road course isn't till the second round, but you still have one more road course race, if we still got one more road course race between now and the playoffs, and he picks up another handful of playoff points, he's going to have so many playoff points when the playoffs start that it's going to be hard for him to not make it to the second round. Playoff points if he just finished. Yeah, exactly. Ronnie said it too. Ronnie was thinking right along the same line. Red and blue Bell. I think he could end up with so many playoff points that it would be tough for him to. He'd have to have a couple of real bad races. 94 of 199. Spellbound Larson. Letter N. I wonder if there's enough. Now I'm thinking, I wonder if there's enough Spellbound cards that I could spell my last name. I think there is. Yeah, exactly. He's going to have enough build up. I just think, if he can finish, 25th or better in those first 3 races of the playoffs, I don't know. Lawless Allen, Unleashed Petty. I just don't think he's the guy that can win the championship, though. I could see him potentially making it to the second round. And if he makes it to the second round, he could potentially win the Roval and advance. I don't see him getting to the Final Four, though. That would be a stretch, I think. Optic Hollow, Ryan Blaney. Junior. I don't think we've seen the best of what the 12 team has to offer yet. I mean, just think if Blaney had just a little bit of luck on his side this year, Blaney would probably have 3 or 4 wins himself. I mean, if it wasn't for bad luck, they haven't had hardly any luck at all, you know? So, red and blue pool. Improbable, yeah. Connor Zilic, Rick Cruz, Butterbean, Frankie Muniz, Honeycutt, Parker Chase, Christian Rose, and Alex Bowman, Race Kings. Yeah, Larson's been in a funk for sure. I think that's why he's trying to do so much dirt racing, because usually that's how he can snap himself out, is by, doing something on dirt. We'll see if he can get a win at the Kings Royal this week or something. Get some momentum built up at Eldora. Race Kings Larson and Caden, red and blue. We got 3 packs to go. I'll remind you guys, we're going to do another one tomorrow. Same list. I'm not going to change it. I'll post at the same time, 7:30 tomorrow. And we'll try not to break Facebook tomorrow. 69 of 299. Todd Gilliland. Yeah, tonight, Scott, tonight and tomorrow night are on Flow. And then the next 2 nights are on Dirt Vision. But because it's high limit tonight and tomorrow night, you can watch on Flow. They've probably already run the features tonight, though, I'm guessing. Gilliland goes to Michael Clay. And Christian Eckes, Coming Attractions, 90 out of 99. That's sharp looking, man. That's nice. They did a good job with these. Going to JR. But anyway, same time tomorrow, 7:30, same list tomorrow. Oh, it started raining. Oh, okay. And again, just to touch on the custom that I make for the race winners. So I'll have an SVG custom from this past Sunday at Sonoma. We will do that on Sunday. I decided against doing another break on Friday because I feel like I'm going to have too much going on getting ready to leave for vacation. And so we're going to skip doing a break on Friday, and we'll do it on Sunday like we normally do with the SVG custom as a race win. Burning Rubber, Clint Boyer. Clint Boyer is not listed and goes to Storm Ghost. We'll do, and as I posted, I'll do 2 breaks while we're at the beach on vacation. We'll do 2 breaks while I'm gone. David Starr, Black Optic Velocity, going to Storm Ghost. So we'll break on Sunday. It'll just be a random time whenever I can get to it. It's not going to have a specific time on Sunday. And then we'll do, I think Wednesday was the next one. Same thing, though. It'll just be a random drop. It's not going to be a scheduled time, per se. I'm just going to, when we are settled into the room and kind of done for the evening, after dinner, then I'll post it. Vacation. Ocean City, Maryland. Ocean City, Maryland, Corey. The OC. All right, let me get you guys a recap, and we will call this a night. Solid break. Again, just like the first one, I don't know that I'd say great break, but solid. So we got Clint Boyer, Josh Williams suited up, Brandon Jones to 49, pedal to the metal, Sammy Smith to 99, Burning Rubber, Justin Allgaier, Brandon Jones, Martin Truex Jr., Ty Dillon to 99, B.J. McLeod to 99. I think we're shorted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're actually shorted a relic. Yeah, because we got 5 autos. Dialed in, which might be my favorite design. I really like this design. That's nice. Out of 49, Chris Busher. Caden Honeycutt, Optic Hollow. The Signature Series also looks really nice. Butterbean. And then from the first box, Turn of the Century, Terry Labonte, Gold Ice. Congrats, Billy Joe. Very nice card. I kind of like the back, too. That's cool. It's the same photo. But that's cool. But yeah, we're actually short a relic. I don't know if anybody was paying close enough attention to know which box we were short. But we were short a relic. Technically. So that's all I got for tonight, though. Like I said, I appreciate everybody's support, especially working through some of the technicalities that we had earlier. We got through it, though. We figured it out. 2 breaks done tonight. Again, I appreciate the support. Hope to see everybody tomorrow night. Same time, same station, same everything. So, until then, we'll see y'all next time.